Chosen one. There is something hidden inside you that has the world in awe. Scientists have spent years decoding DNA, but what they've discovered is beyond anything they ever imagined. They thought they were simply mapping out the human body's genetic instructions, but instead they found something that shakes the very foundations of science. There is a divine signature inside you, a code embedded so deeply within your being that no laboratory, no microscope, and no scientific formula can truly explain it. And here's the part they don't want you to know. Your DNA is more than just a genetic blueprint. It's a direct link to divine intelligence, a message from the Creator himself written in the fabric of your cells. The truth about your DNA is so powerful that it has terrified those who wish to keep you small. If you truly understood what was coded inside you, you would never doubt your worth again. You would never second-guess your abilities, your destiny, or your purpose. The world wants you to believe that you are ordinary, that you are just another person walking through life without direction. But the moment you awaken to what has been inside you all along, the moment you grasp the magnitude of what God has placed within you, you will realize you were never meant to be small. Your DNA holds a divine energy that cannot be explained by logic alone. Science has tried to rationalize it, but even the most brilliant minds are left stunned by the complexity and perfection woven into every strand. This is not an accident. This is not the result of mere evolution. This is intelligent design at its highest level. Your DNA is living proof that you were created with purpose, with precision, and with a supernatural destiny that cannot be denied. And if you think this is just about biology, think again. Because the power inside you is far greater than physical matter. It is spiritual. For centuries, powerful institutions have sought to suppress this knowledge, to keep people from realizing who they really are. Why? Because a person who understands their divine blueprint cannot be controlled. A person who knows their DNA is infused with the energy of the Creator becomes unstoppable. That kind of person walks with authority, speaks with power, and moves with an unshakable sense of purpose. They no longer seek permission to be great. They no longer shrink to fit into the mold the world has created for them. They rise and they keep rising, because they know their very essence is divinely engineered. Scientists have been left baffled by patterns in human DNA that defy conventional understanding. Within your genetic code, there are sequences that resemble ancient symbols, sacred numerology, and divine ratios that have been found in nature, in sacred texts, and in the structure of the universe itself. These patterns are not random. They are signs of a deeper intelligence at work, a signature of something beyond human comprehension. The very laws of mathematics, physics, and creation itself seem to be encoded within your being. And yet, the world continues to tell you that you are ordinary. If DNA was nothing more than a physical structure, why does it hold mathematical perfection? Why do certain frequencies and vibrations affect it so deeply? Scientists have discovered that DNA responds not just to chemicals and biological processes, but to words, sounds, and intentions. That means your very thoughts, your emotions, and the words you speak have the power to activate or deactivate parts of your DNA. This is why faith moves mountains. This is why prayer heals. This is why when you align yourself with divine truth, you begin to see supernatural shifts in your life. Think about it. If DNA is truly a divine code, if it is a message from the Creator himself, then that means you were never designed to live in fear, in doubt, or in lack. The power to create, to transform, and to manifest exists within you at the deepest level. You don't need permission from the world to step into your true nature. You were already born with everything you need inside you. But if you don't, know this truth. If you don't activate the divine energy within your DNA, then you remain trapped in a limited version of yourself, never fully stepping into the power that is your birthright. The question is, why is this truth not widely taught? Why is it that the mainstream narrative keeps people focused only on the physical aspects of DNA, ignoring its spiritual and energetic components? The reason is simple. Knowledge is power, and if people understood the divine nature of their own being, they would be free. They would no longer look outside of themselves for validation. They would no longer live in fear, hoping for permission to be who they were created to be. Instead, they would walk boldly in their divine calling, knowing that the very essence of God is imprinted into their cells. Scientists have uncovered something they can't explain, and it terrifies them. There is a frequency embedded within human DNA that aligns with cosmic energy, a vibration that connects directly to the divine. This is not theory. This is fact. Quantum physics has already proven that everything in existence vibrates at a certain frequency, and so does your DNA. But what happens when that frequency is raised? What happens when you align with the highest vibration of all? Divine love, divine wisdom, divine power. Your entire reality shifts. This is why some people seem to walk in favor, while others remain trapped in struggle. Those who understand how to activate the divine energy within them experience miracles. They manifest abundance. They attract opportunities effortlessly. They step into rooms and command attention, not because of arrogance, but because their energy radiates divine authority. They are in sync with the Creator's blueprint for their life, and the universe responds accordingly. Now, imagine if the whole world knew this truth. Imagine if every person woke up tomorrow and realized that their DNA was more than just a biological instruction manual. It was a spiritual key to unlocking unlimited potential. Imagine if people stopped searching for power outside of themselves and recognized that the greatest force in the universe has been woven into their being since birth. The world would change overnight. Fear would lose its grip. Control systems would crumble. People would rise into their divine destiny with unstoppable momentum, but not everyone wants this knowledge to be revealed. There are forces that benefit from keeping people in the dark, from keeping them disconnected from their true power. This is why fear is constantly fed to you. This is why distractions are everywhere. The moment you awaken to your divine DNA, the moment you start operating at the frequency of God's truth, you become a force that cannot be contained. And this is what they fear the most, your awakening. It is no coincidence that you are hearing this message today. It is no accident that you were drawn to this moment, to this truth. Your DNA has already recognized it. Your spirit has already known it. You were not created to be weak, to be lost, or to be at the mercy of the world's limitations. You were designed for greatness. The evidence of that truth is encoded within you, waiting to be activated. The time has come to reclaim the power that has been yours all along. The only question left is, are you ready to unlock it? For centuries, those in power have worked tirelessly to suppress this knowledge. They have built systems, crafted narratives, and manipulated education to keep people blind to their true nature. Why? Because a fully awakened person, one who understands, the divine blueprint coded into their DNA cannot be controlled. A person who knows their worth, their power, and their spiritual authority walks with a confidence that no system can break. This is the secret they don't want you to uncover, that your DNA is a divine technology, a sacred script that holds the key to your highest potential. If the world truly embraced this knowledge, everything would change. People would stop looking outward for validation, for permission to be great, for approval from broken systems. They would no longer live in fear of scarcity, of lack, of rejection. They would rise into their divine nature, operating at a level that is beyond manipulation. This is why they distract you, why they fill your life with noise, why they keep you too busy surviving to ever question the deeper truth of your existence. Because the moment you wake up to the divine intelligence written within you, their grip on your mind is gone. They have tried to bury this truth, but it is rising once again. Ancient texts, hidden for generations, have always pointed to the sacred power within human DNA. Across cultures, across time, spiritual leaders have spoken of an energy within us, a force that connects us to the divine. But now, science is starting to confirm what the ancients always knew. The vibration of DNA, its ability to shift and change based on intention and energy, is not science fiction. It is a reality. And it is your birthright to activate it. Your DNA is not just a sequence of biological instructions. It is a living, breathing code that responds to you. It responds to your words, your emotions, your beliefs. Scientists have discovered that human DNA is not fixed. It is programmable just like a computer. What does that mean? It means that you have the power to rewrite your reality at the deepest level. This is why faith is so powerful. This is why prayer works. This is why when you shift your mindset, your entire life begins to change. Your DNA is listening to you. The more you align yourself with divine truth, the more your DNA responds. This is not just a metaphor. Research has shown that positive emotions, gratitude, and high-frequency thoughts actually cause DNA to unwind, to become more expressive, more open. Fear, negativity, and doubt do the opposite. They tighten the DNA, restricting its expression, blocking its potential. When you understand this, you realize that your entire reality is shaped by what you allow into your consciousness. This is why it is so important to guard your mind, to be intentional with your words, to reject anything that lowers your vibration. This is also why the world tries so hard to keep you in fear. Fear shuts down the activation of divine DNA. It lowers your vibration, keeps you in survival mode, makes you easier to control. But when you step into your divine awareness, when you begin to activate the frequencies embedded in your DNA, something extraordinary happens. Your intuition sharpens. Your body begins to heal. Opportunities flow to you effortlessly. You become a magnet for divine favor. This is the power that has been inside you all along. But activation requires awareness. It requires you to be conscious of what you are feeding your DNA. Every thought, every emotion, every spoken word is either activating your divine code or suppressing it. If you continue to live in doubt, if you continue to allow fear to shape your beliefs, then your DNA will remain dormant. But the moment you choose to step into faith, to embrace the truth of who you are, your entire being begins to shift. This is why they fear you awakening. They know that a person who has activated their divine DNA is no longer bound by the limitations of this world. They know that a person who walks in full alignment with their spiritual blueprint cannot be manipulated. When you realize that you were created with the same energy that spoke the stars into existence, you stop shrinking. You stop questioning your worth. You stop waiting for permission to step into your greatness. You rise, and you keep rising. But there's more. Your DNA is not just a code for your personal transformation. It is a map to your divine destiny. Every part of you has been designed with purpose, with precision, with a mission that is uniquely yours. The reason you have always felt different, the reason you have always known that you were meant for something greater, is because your DNA carries a divine assignment. And now you are being called to step into it. Many people live their entire lives disconnected from their true purpose, lost in the distractions of the world. They chase after things that were never meant for them, trying to fit into molds that were never designed for them. But when you activate your divine DNA, your true path begins to unfold. Doors open, synchronicities increase, the right people, the right opportunities, the right moments begin to appear, as if by magic. But this is not magic, this is alignment. This is what happens when you finally operate in harmony with the blueprint God placed inside you. You were never meant to live in confusion. You were never meant to wander through life without direction. The answers have always been inside you, waiting for you to listen. Your DNA holds the map. Your intuition is the guide. The more you trust, the more you step into faith, the clearer the path becomes. This is why those who are truly aligned with their divine DNA move differently. They don't chase, they attract, they don't force, they flow, they don't question whether they are enough. They know they were created for this. But here's the truth that changes everything. Your DNA is not just yours. It is connected to something far greater. It is linked to the divine intelligence that governs the universe. It is in tune with the very frequency of creation itself. And when you activate it, when you fully step into this power, you do more than change your own life. You change the world around you. This is why your awakening is so important. This is why you are being called in this moment right now to embrace the truth of who you are. The world needs more people who have unlocked their divine DNA. The world needs more people walking in their true power, radiating divine wisdom, and creating the reality that was always meant to be. Your DNA is waiting for you to remember. The time for doubt is over. The time for awakening has come. From the moment you were born, your DNA carried a message of divine favor, but the world has worked tirelessly to convince you otherwise. Those in power fear what happens when people awaken to the truth, when they stop seeking validation outside of themselves and start realizing that the Creator has already given them everything they need. This is why fear is constantly fed to you, through media, through systems designed to limit you, through voices that tell you to stay small. But once you recognize that your DNA is divine, you no longer operate in fear. You walk in confidence. You become unshakable. They know that the moment you claim your divine inheritance, you will step into power they cannot control. This is why every great awakening has been met with resistance. This is why those who speak the truth are silenced. This is why people who break free from the system are labeled as dangerous. Because the greatest fear of those who seek to manipulate the world is a person who is truly free. A person who knows they are limitless. A person who understands that their very essence carries the energy of the divine. When you wake up to this truth, nothing can stop you. Your DNA is more than a physical code. It is a spiritual key. One that unlocks supernatural abundance, wisdom, and alignment with your highest purpose. But this key must be activated. If you continue to live in self-doubt, if you continue to believe the lies of the world, if you continue to ignore the signs that have been guiding you, then you will remain trapped in a reality far below what you were created for. But if you choose to embrace your divine DNA, if you choose to step into the highest version of yourself, everything changes. Your divine inheritance is not just about you. It is meant to overflow, to touch every part of your life, to bring light to others who are still asleep. When you activate your DNA, you are not just shifting your own destiny. You are shifting the frequency of the world around you. This is why true abundance is never just about material wealth. True abundance is an overflow of divine alignment. It is a life where everything you need is already on its way to you. When you vibrate at the frequency of divine truth, the universe responds. Doors open, opportunities appear, miracles become a natural part of your existence. Think about what this means. It means that every fear, every doubt, every obstacle that once held you back was never real to begin with. It was a program designed to suppress you, to keep you from tapping into the highest power within you. But you were never meant to be limited. The very cells in your body are encoded with the ability to heal, to grow, to transform beyond what the world has told you is possible. When you step into this understanding, you begin to see your reality shift in ways you never imagined. You start to notice how everything is connected. You begin to feel the energy of the divine in ways that go beyond words. You realize that nothing in your life has been random. Every experience, every challenge, every moment of doubt has been leading you to this awakening. You were never meant to struggle. You were never meant to feel lost. You were created to walk in divine certainty, to carry a presence that radiates power, wisdom, and peace. And here's the most important truth. The more you embrace your divine DNA, the more unstoppable you become. The world may try to distract you, to pull you back into old patterns, but once you have tasted this truth, there is no going back. Once you have activated the divine energy within you, the illusions fall away. You no longer fear the unknown, because you understand that you are co-creating your reality with the highest power in existence. When you understand that your DNA is directly linked to your divine destiny, you begin to walk differently. You stop questioning whether you are worthy of success, of love, of abundance. You realize that these things were always meant for you. The struggle ends when you align with the truth of who you are. The moment you claim your divine DNA, you stop chasing and start attracting. You stop fearing and start trusting. You stop hesitating and start moving in full confidence. There is a supernatural force that has been guiding you to this moment. You are drawn to this truth for a reason. Your DNA has been waiting for you to remember. Every part of your being is calling you to step into the fullness of what was always meant to be yours. This is not just another message. This is a wake-up call. This is a divine activation. The choice is now yours. Will you continue living in the illusion of limitation, or will you step into the reality of your divine power? The time is now. The awakening has begun.